Well, it sits on our coffee table each month and is full of familiar faces and entertaining places. And this April, it's no different. Rhode Island Monthly declared their picks for cheap eats in the state. And when I found this out, I had to check out a few for myself. When it comes to food, Rhode Island has everything. Sweets, treats, and hearty meals to name a few. But while we can't always afford a lavish meal, budget-friendly options can be just as tasty.
We just try to give everybody like affordable food so we keep them coming back and try to keep the quality good. We
get the most bang for our buck, and we started at La Lupita.
It's all authentic Mexican food, all the way from like street tacos to tamales or even like supreme tacos, how people call them, with everything, all the fixings on them.
They work with nothing but the best.
It's just really fresh made, like real good ingredients, not processed.
Jamie and his dad
What's the master?
prepared 3 different kinds.
This is the corn husk. Just like a nice dollop like that, slapping in the middle. I like mine super filled. It's that simple.
And I couldn't leave without a taste. 1, 2, 3. Yum! And you can't beat the price. You can get a fresh tamale for under $3. The fresh ingredients continue in Providence at Ellie's.
There's a lot that we offer here as far as fresh made sandwiches, fresh baked bread, pastries, gourmet coffee and tea.
Not familiar with this place? That's because they've only been open a short time, but the taste will be familiar. Their menu is inspired by Gracie's restaurant.
You see a lot of creative flavor combinations that really make the sandwiches special here.
Chef Matt showed us how to make a pate sandwich with homemade pickles, pork shoulder, and more. All that on fresh baked bread.
The flavor combinations are a lot different than you would see in other sandwich shops around the city. So, you know, something very special, something different, but at a very reasonable price.
And that will only cost you $7. But if seafood is more your thing, head to Newport at lunchtime.
We started Raw Bar Tuesday, back when we first opened up our Raw Bar. And what it was to move the older product out to get the new product in. And it just took off.
It even sparked a Raw Bar happy hour every day from 12 to 2.
Dollar oysters, 50-cent clams, dollar shrimp.
For those prices, you can down a dozen of each.
It's crazy. Yeah, we do quite a bit.
And because you're saving, you can spend a little more on items like lobster and king crab legs. Hungry yet? Then on to dessert. Strawberry shortcake, of course, and Wright's Dairy Farm makes them fast.
I can cream up about 3 cakes in 5 minutes.
Plus, their whipped cream is fresh from the cows. They're carried to the store and placed on the shelves to be sold. Feed the whole family for under $20. Last but certainly not least, frozen yogurt.
We just let the customer make the choice.
Froyo shops have popped up everywhere lately, including Narragansett.
We always have 10 flavors. They constantly rotate every 2 to 3 weeks, but there's a total of up to 15 combinations.
Pump your own yogurt and top with any of the 70-plus toppings. The options are endless.
58 toppings and 12 different sauces.
So how much will this tasty treat cost? You pay per weight, so if you're like me, bring some extra cash. And joining us now to talk about even more food options in this month's issue is editor Jamie Coelho. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning.
All right, I'm already feeling hungry watching that piece over again, but talk about the different categories of food that are featured.
Sure. So the theme of the issue, as you see, is cheap eats, and we divided it into 3 different sections. And the first one was grab and go and bar food options. So you featured some of the things in your video, like the dollar oysters and frozen yogurt, and there's some wings in there as well. And then our second section is Lux for Less. So those are high-end restaurants that are now offering lower-priced options for diners.
Nice.
So you don't have to spend a lot, but you can still have some of this food from some of the best chefs in the state.
Still indulge a bit.
Yeah. And then our third section is all about ethnic eats. So we got to go all over the state and find restaurants that feature food from all over the world. And one of my favorite pieces that I did was on dim sum. So it shows you all the different dishes and what you can expect from the restaurants.
We
like
really
that.
do have so much variety here as well. And when we say cheap eats, we're not dumbing down the quality of this food. This is all great selections in here.
Yeah, it's the best quality food. Like I said, we have the Lux for Less, so those high-end chefs that are producing lower-end lunch options. So just lower prices, great deals, bargains with high-quality ingredients.
And a chef is also featured in this month's issue. Matt Jennings, tell us about that.
So I'm so thankful to have the opportunity to shadow Matt Jennings in the kitchen. He's a James Beard Award nominated chef, and I basically delved into his upbringing and how he got into food and basically how he got to where he is today.
Always interesting to kind of see that side of it.
And I learned so much from him. It was amazing.
I bet. What else can we expect in this issue?
Well, the issue also celebrates our 25th anniversary issue. So we went into the last 5 years of the magazine and pulled out some of the best trends that occurred in the state, and then gave our readers an update as to where we are today.
Can't believe it's already 25 years.
I know, it's crazy.
And we want to remind all of our viewers out there too to start voting now. For what?
We have our Best of Rhode Island Readers Poll up on our website, which is rimonthly.com, and people can go on there. You just log in with your email address, and you can nominate your favorite restaurants, shops, businesses all throughout the state. But you only get one entry per email, so just keep that in mind when you log in.
And the votes are only going on this month, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, and then we'll find out the winners later on in the summer.
Yep, at the party, so save the date for that.
Okay, we will do that. We'll actually put a voting link on our website, and for a full list of all of the cheap eats in the state, you will of course need to pick up this month's issue of Rhode Island Monthly, available now.